Good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Hughdoo. I stream at 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific every day on twitch.tv/Hughdoo. Check me out on YouTube where I post all of my playthroughs. Check me out on Twitter where I post what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it every day. And on TikTok at Hughdoo TV. Also, we have the Reddit sub r/Hughdoo. Go post something there. We'll take a look at it on stream. It'll be a good time. Today, we start our epic journey through Thedas with the full Dragon Age playthrough. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, all in preparation for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Coming out later this year. These are going to be lore playthroughs. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you go into chat and type in the command !DAO lore, you'll get a little description there. And basically, we are going through and making sure that we understand the characters, the events that happen, the world, make sure that we understand what is going on in Dragon Age the Veilguard as much as possible. We'll get the backstories to all the characters, we'll get the lore for the cities and towns, and the events that happen, and why they happen, and later on, why later events happen because of the previous events. So, what does that mean for our companions? We are going to be taking along the companions that are most influential on the story. So, for Dragon Age Origins, it's going to be our Warden, our player character, Liliana, Alistair, and Morrigan. And we're going to stick to that as much as possible, and we'll probably have to switch them out every now and then, depending on if we run up against something that requires a different companion. Yeah, but other than that, we're gonna stick with those ones because I want to hear the banter. I want to hear their dialogue and what they have to say, just in case it's relevant later on. Also, we're playing on Nightmare difficulty because why not? Yep. We have two other commands. So we have !DAO mods. That will give you a list of mods I have for Dragon Age Origins, because you need a few just to bring this game up to date and make it enjoyable, fix a bunch of bugs, stuff like that. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be following a two-handed build that I found on YouTube. If you type in the command !DAO build, it'll take you a link to that YouTube video that I saw. Now that video has, it's a build idea that will span all three games, but we're just using the Dragon Age Origins part. So if you want to go see that, go check that out. Okay. Uh-oh. Why does that look like that? Hold on. I gotta fix this. I forgot. So I'm playing Dragon Age Origins in 1080, and that is a much smaller resolution than I stream in. Well, at least my base canvas in OBS is much larger than that. Where is that? Game capture. There we go. Transform, fit to screen. Excellent. Alright, now, last time I alt-tabbed out of this, Origins wouldn't come back, and I had to restart it. Yep, looks like I'm gonna have to do that again. So let me do that real quick. Ooh, is this going to work? Yes? Yes? Yes! Okay. Very cool. Alright, so I spent a long time last night and today make sure we get all these mods working, but do expect some crashing, because it's still very prone to crashing. So we're going to be saving a lot, and I'm going to shut up so we can hear this. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Damn, we got a big job ahead of us. Okay. The background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout throughout the game. So we are going to be a human noble.
Greetings.
Okay. I've got a couple presets here. I'm going to start with this one and make the skin pretty clear. No, we'll make him super white because I'm super white. And I want the beard. Hold on, where's the beard? Right there. I think that beard is probably the best one. And we'll pair it with, oh god, hold on. I need a hair color I can see. Right there. Okay. Don't worry, their hair color is just so I can see the hair. This character creation is super dark. There was a mod I was thinking of getting that adds natural light to the character creation, but I forgot to get it. There's one that has the hair is long in the back, but it's tied. Where is it? This one? Yeah. Alright, so what about... That's a little too not heroic. I would really rather have like a full beard. I like that or that, but it makes him look too old for the story. So I like that one with the awesome mustache. All right, so now we need hair and beard color. I want black. Oh, actually, brown's not bad. This game is like basically all brown. If you took the average color palette of this game, it would just be one solid color of brown. Ooh, what about red? Ooh, that red actually doesn't look too bad. I don't think bright red really does it, though. Purple? I kind of like the dark reds. Like that. That's like shiny red. I like that a lot. Let's go with that. I never thought I would like the red. I was gonna go with either black or dark brown. Nope, that surprises me. What kind of stubble? Should we get heavy stubble? I don't understand what changes between some of these. Yep, that looks good to me. Eyebrow and stubble color. White? Is there a black? I guess that right there. Probably looks the best, right? Do we want to change the eye color? I think everything is good except for the color. Can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in. I want a blue. Or a gray. Ooh, actually, that looks good. No, do we have a lighter blue? I want like an ice blue. Actually, ooh, is that gray? He looks kind of dead inside. Well, same, dude, same. Actually, that right there looks good. I like that. Okay, nose. I think we're good on the nose. Ears. I think we're good on the ears. If we're gonna be a two-handed warrior, we need a super wide neck. Our portrait is fine. What about our voice?
I have lost the spell. My weapon does nothing.
Nope.
How do you do?
Damn! Lost the spell! Not even a scratch! Coming through.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working. Move aside.
I like that one. I need something in between
How do you do?
this one
Greetings.
and this one.
Greetings. I cannot cast. Charmed, I'm sure.
It didn't work! It's not working!
Nope, that's not it.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! My weapon does nothing.
You're in my way.
Alright, I don't know why it's called violent. It doesn't sound violent. Alright, this is our character. Okay. Alright, so our build, everything goes into strength. All of it. And we're going to take coercion. The character is influential enough to convince others to change their view. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive character. 25 points in each of these attributes is equal to an additional rank of the coercion skill. Okay. And the, what is this? Powerful, precise striking. We want to get... Let's get... Ooh. Through training and hard work, the warrior gains plus 25 health and a 10% fatigue reduction for wearing armor. Dual weapon, archery, weapon and shield. So I think as a human noble, we start off with a weapon and shield. So I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna have to respec into two-handed later on. So why don't we go with precise strike and powerful? We already have shield bash. Alright, I think we're good there. Let's go. Nightmare mode. Okay.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Okay, so how do we want to... This is Arl Howe. Was I brought here for a reason? Pleased to see you, Arl Howe. Is your family here, Arl? So you're not leaving until tomorrow. Let's be like a good noble, nice and proper and polite. And you, Arl Howe. It's non-committal but polite. You know, we neither dislike him nor like him. Oop, that was the wrong button.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Yep. Why? Yes. She's younger than I, and I've no interest in an arranged marriage. What? Who said anything about marriage? Yeah, Delilah's quite a bit younger than I am.
As you get older, those years make less difference. A lesson often hard won.
I doubt he'll be receptive, Hal. My fierce boy has his own mind these days, make her bless his heart.
Temperament to match his fighting skill. Well done, your lordship.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Oh. Are you certain what's involved with such a task? I'll do my best. What? Why can't I go into battle with you and Fergus? Is that really necessary? Ooh, yeah, let's be good. We're gonna play this guy as having been competent in things before.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely
what?
have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Well, the intro videos did. They're an order of great warriors. They defeated the Darkspawn long ago. He said they were... Excuse me. Oh, God. They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I think I'd rather like that idea, Father. Is there a reason I should join them? I've no interest in becoming a Grey Warden. Ooh. I think I could become a Grey Warden? Yeah, why shouldn't I join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Yeah, of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt.
Okay.
Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
That was a little aggressive, Dad. Thanks. Let's drag that out. Ooh, new codex, Duncan. Hi, Ever. Father's task. Okay. Let's see. Codex. What is this? Highever. Castle Highever has stood since the Divine Age, when it was not an independent Bannern, but merely an outpost of the growing Bannern of Amaranthine. In the days before Amaranthine became an Arling itself, the outpost of Highever was originally held by the Elston family, cousins of the Howes. In the Age of Towers, however, Ban Connor Elston was murdered by his wife Flemeth, thus ending the bloodline. Conobar's captain of the guard, Sarum Kuslan, took the lands in title. Okay, so Castle Highever was just like a little tiny outpost. It was held by the Elston family, who were cousins to Earl Howe's family. And then Elstan was murdered by Flemeth, and then the Kuslans took the lands. Got it. Okay. The Kuslans declared their independence from Amaranthine, starting a war that lasted 30 years. When the dust settled, Highever was on its own and in possession of half the land that had once been southwestern Amaranthine. Highever became a Ternier during the Black Age, when Helia Kuslan gathered the lords together under her banner to drive the werewolves out of their land, earning herself the title of Tierna almost as an afterthought. Today, Highever is one of only two remaining Terniers, making the Kuslan family second in rank to only the king. Oh, damn. Alright, so we're pretty important. Alright, who do we have here? We have Duncan, men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. Grey Wardens sacrifice everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. Like many others, Duncan gave up his family name when he joined the ranks of the Wardens, a symbolic gesture of cutting ties. He might say this was a convenience in his case, however. His mother was from the Anderfells and his father from Tevinter. His childhood was spent in the Free Marchers and Orlais. His people were everywhere, and his homeland was nowhere. He was given the almost impossible task of leading the Wardens in Ferelden, a kingdom that had thrown the Order out 200 years earlier. Facing local suspicion and hostility, he set about finding recruits. Oh shit, so he's not even welcome in Ferelden. Arl Rendon Howe. It will be good to ride into battle once more, won't it, old friend? The Arling of Amaranthine winds along the sinuous northeastern coast of Ferelden. The waking sea is known for its temper, and the storms that sweep in from the warmer northern waters are sudden and brutal. These are the lands of Rendon Howe. Doesn't sound very awesome. He was born during the occupation, and like many of the nobles at the time, joined Prince Merrick's rebels. He fought alongside young Bryce Cousland, future Terran of Hyever, and Leonis Brylan, future Arl of Southreach. At the bloody Battle of White River, it was the most catastrophic defeat of the entire occupation, from which only 15 rebel soldiers escaped alive. Although he is decorated for valor by King Merrick, Howe's abrasive manners have earned him almost universal dislike among his peers. Okay, so he's a dick and nobody likes him. Got it. Feast day. Okay. Those are just the Feast Day DLC credits. Got it. Close that. Close that. And these are controls. Got it. Okay. Alright, so we're caught up on all of those characters. Who dis? Oh, damn. Look at that. Plot helpers are markers on your current area. Okay, got it. Exploration. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Let's go this way. Can we go in here?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Excuse me? What?
Good evening, my lord.
That's what I thought.
Good evening, my lord.
Yep. Good job. That's just, this is like the main gate and stuff, so. Alright, can we go in this door? Think so, yep. Okay.
Evening, my lord.
Hello.
Evening, my lord.
Who dis? Mother Malal.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
Ooh. Do we want to play somebody that's spiritual? Sure.
Please, child. Call me Malal. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Oh, yeah, answer questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown.
Okay.
We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Okay. That's fair. Alright, new codex, the Maker. Okay. Okay, the Maker. There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities, and from it made his firstborn. And he said to them, in my image I forge you. To you I give dominion over all that exists. By your will may all things be done. Then in the center of heaven he called forth a city with towers of gold, streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. There he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne and sang hymns of praise unending, but their songs were the songs of the cobblestones. They shone with golden light, reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth the banners that flew on their own. And the voice of the Maker shook the fade, saying, in my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will all things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. And he knew he had wrought amiss, so the Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the fade a measure of its living flesh, and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, here I decree opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered, and the world given new life. And no longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea and sky. And last did the Maker from the living world make men, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made of dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. Then the Maker said, to you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the fade I crafted you, into the fade you shall return, each night in dreams, that you may always remember me. And then the Maker sealed the gates of the Golden City, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. Okay, so the Maker had a firstborn that he said, here's a bunch of stuff, go make stuff. And then they didn't make stuff. So he's like, well, screw you, I'll make another person. So then he made men. And men are the second-born of the Maker. Then he made us of the Fade, and he put us in a tangible world. And because we're made from the Fade, when we dream, we return to the Fade. Got it. The commandments of the Maker. These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world, one life, one death. There is but one God, and he is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods. Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children. They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond. All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. Those who bear false witness and work to deceive others know this: there is but one truth. All things are known to our Maker, and he shall judge their lies. All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and to their peace of mind. Our Maker sees this with a heavy heart. Okay. These are just controls. Okay. Alright, so now we know about the Maker and how according to the religion in the world, man came into existence. We go in that door. Oh, what's down here? Nothing there. Oh.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Oh god. Ignoring your duties?
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Don't worry about it. You always question your duties. My father feared someone would steal something. Oh, did my father fear someone would steal something? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
Okay. Who has the key? Perhaps you'd better get back to work. Forget about it. I'll forget about it this time. Continue your game. Ooh, yeah. Who has the key?
The Tairn, and perhaps the Tanner? Honestly don't know, my lord.
Then perhaps you'd better get back to work.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Good job, guys. Alright. There's nothing in here to grab. Okay. Ooh, wait, hold on. Can we get in there?
I'll get on it.
No. Nope, I need the key. Okay.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for hello to you too, Sir Gilmore?
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
My
And
doggy?
is threatening to leave.
Oh god. Did the dog get into the larder again? She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave. Nan is just blowing off steam. She's always been like that. So why look for me? Oh god.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He's not a stupid dog. He is the best dog ever. Yeah, we should probably go get him then.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself.
Probably
Anyway,
does.
Your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Yeah, where is my
She was
mom?
entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Yep. His name's Duncan.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
I don't remember that.
Maybe. Have mercy. Is he asking after me or not?
Yes, he wants to test you. I don't remember them talking about him. I guess.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Okay. Can we get in this door here, and then we'll look at those codexes. Oh, hold on. Let's read those codexes before we get talking to another guy. This one? Grey Wardens. The first blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted, and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt, fortress in the desolate Anderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for the lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Duma in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazical, Toth, Andoral, Razikael, Lusican, and Erthemiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. Okay, so blights happen when An ancient Tevinter god gets corrupted and turns into an archdemon. And then they attack Thetis. Got it. Okay. Ooh, who are these kids?
I have to read this whole chapter? Some of these words are so big.
That's what she said.
Are you marching off to war too? I wish I was old enough to fight.
No, you do not.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Oh yeah, still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Sure. Yep. Certainly, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Oh, we predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Wow, that's mean. I don't advise insulting me, old man. I'm doing that. Your lecture does... It's your skill as a tutor, of course. Oh, ooh, this is snippy. Snippy, snippy. Yeah, it does lead to yawning.
A pity you don't spend the same care whetting the edge of your mind as your tongue. At any rate, your family has held the Tournere of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And Calenhad let us keep?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Well, so... We oppose the king, but why?
Well, the Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
So when was our line founded? Well, we know this from the Codex that... what was it? Elsband, his wife killed him. And then the captain of the guard was a Kusla, and he ended up getting the titles and stuff.
Well, records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yeah?
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Okay. So what about our relationship with Arl Howe?
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Okay.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Tournere's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and Arl Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Oh, so the alliance between Howe and Cousland is historically new.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all
Okay. We got a couple of new codexes. Let's check those out. Right here. What's this one? Geography of Ferelden. And the noble families of Ferelden. Alright. Hold on. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Hey, Dragon Ojoy. Good to see you again. If you happen to still be here, awesome. It's really good to see you again, and I'm glad you're going to be watching the playthrough. Okay. Alright, so we need to look at Geography of Ferelden and the noble families of Ferelden. Okay. The Geography of Ferelden. The Kingdom of Ferelden is the southernmost civilized nation in Thedas. Although some scholars dispute that claimed civilization, it is perhaps the most physically isolated of all the kingdoms of Thedas. To the east is the Amaranthine Ocean, to the north the Waking Sea, and to the south the Kokori Wilds, which in the summer months are a vast peat bog excuse me. Where was I? Peat bog. And in the winter become a treacherous labyrinth of iced-over waterways. The Frostback Mountains guard the western border, and only a narrow plain between the mountains and the sea allows travel between Ferelden and Orlais. Most of the land in the central portion of the kingdom, called the Banorn, is open plains. These are crossed by the remnants of an ancient Tevinter highway that once connected Val Royeaux with Ostagar on the edge of the Kokori Wilds. The western part of Ferelden is dominated by Lake Calenhad, a huge caldera filled by the runoff of glaciers from nearby mountains. Lake Calenhad is home to the famed fortress of Redcliffe, as well as the Circle Tower, which houses Ferelden's Circle of Magi. In the east is the vast Brazilian forest, which the superstitious local profess to be haunted, and from which rise the Dragon's Peak, a solitary mountain that guards the capital city of Denerim. Okay, so Ferelden is like kind of off on its own. The noble families of Ferelden. The occupation left empty castles in its wake. The whole families were butchered in the initial invasion. All those who couldn't or wouldn't bend knee to the Emperor's puppet king were declared traitors and hunted. Many bloodlines ended on the Chevalier's blades at dusty crossroads, in forest clearings, or in freeholds. And then there were the turncoats. To curry favor with their new masters, some nobles took up arms against their brothers. They betrayed and murdered the rebel queen, an act that created even more vacant titles and lands. Once King Merrick exacted justice. That Ferelden did not fall apart after the Orlesians left is a testament to the strength of King Merrick. The old family still held grudges against those who had sided with the Emperor, and those new families that had been granted titles were viewed as interlopers. The lands meets that followed Merrick's coronation were tense, to say the least. Okay. So the nobles of Ferelden aren't exactly a happy tradition or past. Alright, oh, that's probably Mom. We have to go get our doggo. What's in here? Oh, this is just a place to eat. The dining hall. Is there anything over here? Here? Try here. Anything here?
The castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It will be so empty.
The castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It'll be so empty.
The hell is all that noise? Okay, it's definitely in the game. Okay. Can we go in here? Yeah. Ooh, a chest. And it's locked and we can't get in it. Okay, cool. Who this guy?
Good evening, my lord.
Gotcha. Okay, and this is just up to the beginning. Okay, let's go get our dog. Old doggo. And this way? Ooh, what's at the end of this hall? Can we get in here? Nope, locked. Okay.
I'll get on it.
Anything in here to grab? No?
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Ooh.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Oh, God. I'm sorry he's bothering you. He's not a mongrel. He's a purebred Mabari. Perhaps you should lock your larder tight. Oh, maybe you should put down. No. He's not a mongrel. He's the bestest boy.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh, dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two,
oh, he's making a racket in there.
Like idiots. Get out of the way.
All right, let's go get him. Oh, look at him! He's a big puppy.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Look at the little tail go! Look at his smile! No, you are not a bad boy. You are the bestest boy. What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes, you are. Sit right there. I'm not putting up with this. Oh, yeah. Are you trying to tell me something? Oh, look at him go!
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Oh, what? Alright, first combat. And it's rats. Got it. Okay. Let's get them. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Man, we are strong. We are one-shotting all these rats. There's more there. Oh, shoot. Okay. Can just kind of autopilot this.
It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. The hound must have
Little
chased them in
fourth
through
wall
their
break
holes.
there.
Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly those very large. Maybe it's just coincidence, so my hound put me in danger. Those were very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
Oh, okay. Nice. Let's grab these. Deep mushroom. Fungi found underground in close proximity to lyrium veins. In addition to their restorative properties, they can also be made into poisons. After chewing a deep mushroom, the user regains 10 stamina. Spellcasters gain no benefit from deep mushrooms. Okay. What do we got in here? More deep mushroom. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we have new codex. What do we have? Creatures. Mabari Warhound. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Rat. What are you, mad? Even the most giant of rats isn't going to present that much of a problem to anyone larger than a cat. Even the stories in the archives that tell of blight-touched rats still only attributed them with the ability to spread the plague. The rats themselves got no larger than perhaps 3 feet in length. That's a huge rat! Covered in sharp bony spikes and boils. Ooh. Disturbing certainly, but dangerous? This is no fantasy conjured by madmen, young man. You have much more important creatures to concern yourself with. Those are massive rats. Alright, what's this? Alright, so... Oh. Dogs in Ferelden. I am frequently asked during my travels in other lands to explain the dog's omnipresence in Ferelden. Inevitably, I tell my foreign questioners that there are no more dogs in my homeland than in their own. In every civilized corner of Thedas, an astute observer will notice dogs employed in hunting game, keeping barns and storehouses free of vermin, herding livestock, guarding homes, and even used as beasts of burdens in the mountains. It is simply that Ferelden show appreciation for the work that our dogs do, and perhaps the reason for that is tangled up in mythology. Hafter, the first man to be named Terran, the hero who united our Alamari ancestors to drive back the darkspawn of the Second Blight, was reputed to be the son of a werewolf. Now perhaps this was meant to be some comment on his temperament, or simply a way of making a great man even larger than life. But more than half the noble families of Ferelden claim to be descendants of Hafter, and consequently, many of our people believe they have some distant kinship with wolves. It is only good manners to be polite to one's kin. Okay. What was the other one we had? This one? Nope. This one? Nope, we've read that. Okay. Oh, characters. Dog. The Mabari is clever enough to speak, and wise enough to know not to. Hughdoo's Warhound has a pedigree older than Highever, and a penchant for driving cooks to distraction. Okay. Okay, we're good there. More controls. Got it. Okay, cool. Alright. How do we get out? Right there.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yep, they are. My faithful warhound made sure it's safe. Oh, shoot, I picked the wrong one.
Into there to begin with.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
No, you're not. Nobody is.
Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Okay, cool. Is there anything in here we can grab? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so... now we have to go see Mom. She's over here. Right here.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, Mother. Nan is back to work as we speak. Yes, there were giant rats in the larder. Nan's head exploded. My hound ate the kitchen staff. I'd rather not chase... Oh, no. Number 4 shouldn't even exist. That's not an option at all. 3.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's